Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Bab's Only Table Talk with Bablav.
And OG Bab, a.k.a. Mom.
All right, well, last episode, we kind of introduced ourselves. I think we ended off saying, peace out 2025, hello 2026.
Yes. Hello.
Hello, but before we say goodbye, well, actually, you can bring it into 2026, but we're going to talk about how to get over it, which is seasonal depression. Something I've dealt with, something she's dealt with, and I know for sure any of you northern folks have dealt with. Even down in the south, right? If you're only used to sunshine and the beach, and you get a month or two of cold, it's hard.
Right. Well, let's talk about the end of 2025 as holiday season rolls in.
Yep.
The exhaustion of being a mom, sister, daughter, husband, wife, whatever. But those times and the pressure now because of what I believe is the commercialization of Christmas. So we have Thanksgiving. We had family here. We host. And then we roll right into shopping and what are we going to buy everybody? And if we're going on vacation and who's going where and if we're hosting or not, which we did quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then we go right in from that. And typically when we were up north or more north, we dealt a lot with freezing rain, cold temperatures, more freezing rain, and being cooped up for months and months on end. And it's a lot darker. We're a little closer down here to the equator, so we are getting more sunshine. We wake up almost every day. There's sunshine for the most part.
Yeah.
And seasonal depression for years has been a real thing in our family, to include my husband and other of my children.
My best friend, she's from Florida, and we met in Maryland. And she told me she had no idea what seasonal depression is or that it was a thing until she had moved to Maryland. People go through it, and just like going through many things, there's ways to deal with it. There's ways probably shouldn't deal with it.
Well, I mean, as a family, we try to play a lot of games. We try to go to places. Luckily, I'm a veteran. I get tickets through VetTix. And so we're going to a lot of activities to get us out of the house. We have hobbies. You DJ. I love to paint. Somewhat play music. You have to find alternatives to not just sitting around drinking and staying cooped up. It's so easy. It is so eady to stay in the house and become depressed.
But that's kind of what I was talking about in last episode, where I had started 2025 looking like I had a double chin, that I looked a lot different versus the end, just because we were living somewhere where it got colder and darker, faster and harder. And I was drinking a lot with my friends, and it was not the way to cope with it.
She's over 21, I'm just saying. I'm not a neglectful mother.
No, but I was going out a lot, and it was me and my friend's way of like, you know what? We don't really have anything else to do. What can you do? From experience, I don't recommend doing that. There are other ways.
It's finding ways. I mean, a good thing is working out. A lot of people like going to the gym, but then when it's miserably cold and icy, it's hard to pick yourself up and get in a car.
Winter arc. It's a gym term. You call it. Oh, you don't see me in the winter. I'm heading into my winter arc, and it's like it's their motivation. It's people's motivation of go to the gym in the winter, and then you come out of like winter, and you're just like, it's like winter arc.
Yeah, which
For those of you who can't see me on camera and are listening, I'm flexing my big, huge biceps.
You're just the biggest I've ever seen, ever. I mean, I think it's real, and I think a lot of people don't talk about it. They don't have people to talk about it, and then they get cooped up and caught up in it, and depression is real, especially in this society. There's a lot of pressures. Let's go back to the holidays. Let's go back to being a mom. I'm a mom of 8. I've done lots of shopping for so very many people. There's family, there's siblings, there's cousins, there's this, there's that. And there's a lot of pressure. A lot of people go into insane debt for Christmas, which I was not willing to do. And so, how do you deal with some of those things? That pressure can pop you into a depression, and then you're immediately going into this heavy winter weather, and in the darkness. And so we, over the years, have had more discussions. And, as a mom, I'm getting real with my kids. What do you need? What can I really get you?
Yeah.
What's more functioning? And me personally, I prefer experiences and time together. And I also prefer things that either we can do together or things that I really am passionate about. I'm sentimental. So I enjoy like sentimental type things. And so I started going to my kids and buying them the way that I feel. What means something? What do you really want? What are you passionate about? So that I don't walk in again and see 6 months later stuff that I've purchased sitting on the floor with tags. You start learning how to be smarter about things, because that pressure really can put you in a funk. And then all of a sudden now you're dealing with this weather and feeling somewhat cooped up.
Being on the other end of receiving your gifts, I will say my favorite gift of all time.
Oh, wait, what? There's a favorite gift here. Okay.
My favorite gift was she took me and her 4 younger kids, which is me and my 3 younger siblings.
That guy.
And her and her husband, and we went to, what was it? Not Cancun, but
Costa Mujeres.
All-inclusive
North
resort.
of Cancun.
It was seriously the best Christmas gift ever. So she paid for the all-inclusive resort, which lots of money. So it's a very great gift. But the reason I loved it so much was because we all got to spend time together in this
lot of time
in this beautiful, beautiful tropical place while we were going through seasonal depression.
Yeah.
But that's not why I loved it. Not because it got us out of there. I loved it just because it was
We had a lot of fun.
it was so much fun.
Well, there were shows, lots of food, tons of beach volleyball with people that were there. They had a lot of events going on.
Yeah.
And then we hung out at the pool and we talked a lot and we just hung out.
Super sexy.
Oh, we did. Okay. We did pool aerobics, and that was the theme of the lady who was teaching us. So, what?
She got Montezuma's revenge.
Oh, sorry. We have the little one down here who's listening to audio, and anyhow, don't drink the water in Mexico. The ice. The ice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the ice. That did not. Well, I was going to say that didn't come out great, but I'm going to say that came out way too much. Very much coming out.
And you know what? Even though
that happened.
on the very last day, because so she, my little sister, her daughter, had it during the trip. I got it the night before we left. So,
But we still had a fabulous trip.
oh no, what I'm trying to get at is it's still an amazing trip. But I had it for 18 hours of travel. That was the not smoothed out, paved, bumpy roads in Mexico. 45 minutes to the airport, which, by the way, I threw up in a bag and the driver didn't even know because I just was slick about it. And then it was sitting at the long-ass airport lines, flying, and then driving 7 hours home on top of that. It was... Besides all that, still my favorite trip of all time, my favorite Christmas gift. So if you need any ideas, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was a great trip. It was fun. This last Christmas was really nice. Beautiful weather, swimming, people coming in and going out and doing a lot of things, which I'm sorry. For me, I'm weather oriented. Not everybody is. And it just made it so much easier for me to cope so far.
What you're saying, moving here?
Yeah.
Oh my God, 1000%. Moving somewhere warmer. So I'll talk about this a little bit. Just if you didn't listen to episode 1, Essentially, about 7 months ago for me, I moved from Maryland to Texas.
Southeast Texas.
Southeast Texas. And my mom, she moved here about 2 months ago. Moving here, it's been hard just because work has been very hard for me. It's a whole new place. I moved here completely by myself. I lived here for about 6 months by myself, not knowing a single person, living in a place I didn't know, starting a new job I didn't know. So for me, it was hard not having my people around, my support. What I'm trying to get at is I've made some friends, but completely starting over is such a hard thing to do. But even though it's been really hard on me because of work, because of moving to a new place, because of trying to make friends, the change in atmosphere in my environment, especially because of the weather, like this winter has been such a bliss. If I was going through what I am going through right now, but with the freezing cold rain and weather and darkness in Maryland, I genuinely would be really, really depressed.
Right.
And it's tough. I have my support, my biggest support system. So I'm blessed, but your environment, I believe, makes a huge,
Right. And who you surround yourself with.
Yep.
I have friendships going back to childhood that are still my best friends, will always be in my best friend group. Made friends throughout the years, and also have had seasonal friends.
Yeah.
Season, reason, and, forever friends.
Yeah.
And there's just some people that you have to take out of your life.
Who you surround yourself with, you hear it all the time. Like, if you want to be successful, surround yourself around successful people. If you want this, if you want that, and you think about it, you're like, you're just saying that. No, who you want to be, who you want to be associated with, who you want to be seen as, really depends on the people you have around you, right? Your mindset when you hang out with people starts to merge. You ever had those friendships where, even relationships, where you hang out with them so much, you start picking up their verbiage, you start picking up their body language, you start picking up little things they do, right? It's human nature to do that. So if you're around people who are not good people or don't have good intentions, or negative, you're going to start thinking like that, you're going to start acting like that, you are going to morph into this person. So really, who you surround yourself with makes the difference. And it's so hard for anyone to really see that when they are in this negative headspace or this negative friend group or relationships. And that is why you see so many, because it's hard to think, am I in this? And then wait, I gotta get out of it. It's hard. But once you do it, you can see clear.
Definitely, when you're going through, let's go back to seasonal depression, who you surround yourself with really matters. The type of things that you're doing in getting your mindset. And if you're around someone who thrives in negativity, drama, oh my God, especially a lot of females, for some reason, there are dudes too that definitely thrive in negativity and drama, and then pull you in. And if you're already not in the best headspace, you have to go back and figure out who you're going to surround yourself with to get yourself out of that. I mean, you can't be positive every second of the day. You just can't. That's not practical. It's not possible. But you can surround yourself around people, that there's 2 different phone calls you can make. And if you're in a bad headspace, which phone are you calling? Are you calling that person that in the moment you call, there's going to be negativity and drama? Or are you going to call the person who's going to help you get into a better headspace with positivity, with uplifting? People are going to help you be successful, be the best you. And those are the people that you really want to focus on, especially when you're down and out.
When you're around positive people, when you're around people that support you, you feel it, you thrive off of it, right? I mean, my support system mostly is my family, yes, but I have the most supportive family, right? So when it comes to DJing, they're at almost every single event. If they're not there in person, they're watching my lives, right? Like, having people like that keeps you going, because they're like, hey, when's the next video coming out? Or hey, when's your next mix? Like, I want to hear it. It's like, oh, you really like this. You support me. I want to keep going. I'm going to thrive off that. Versus if you had someone that's like, ew, that's so embarrassing. What are you doing? Then you're like, I don't want to do this. So it really, really matters. But even just support, like, if you're sad, who's going to cheer you up? If you're going through a rut, who's going to be there for you? Who's going to be that shoulder to cry on, right? If you want to talk about business ideas and, hey, this is a crazy dream I have, who's going to support you? That's who you want to be friends with. That's who you want to be in a relationship with. Maybe we'll dive into our experiences in the next episode.
Ready for 2026.
Ready for 2026. Be you, be true.
Stay positive.
Yeah.
Drink some water. Lots of water.
Mm-hmm.
And coffee.
I need my coffee.